my dear friends, we are still going on our, I would say walk through the Bible, but I think it's more like a long gallop. So we ended last time by talking about the time of the judges, 400 years. And now we have the last of the judges and the first of the prophets appearing. And here's a little boy named Samuel. Now, he led Israel as a judge. During his lifetime, his sons weren't good people. They weren't fit to be judges themselves. So, but the people asked for a king. The Lord said to Samuel, it's not you they're rejecting, it's me. So you give them a king. So Samuel had the privilege of anointing 3 kings. Well, actually 2. But the first king, Saul, you remember him? Tall, good-looking guy, good speaker. But he was afraid of the people. He feared the people more than he feared God. And so we put him down here with no heart towards God. So the Lord said to this little kid, this shepherd boy, when he was only about maybe 14, 15, 16 years old, Samuel came to visit his father, and he said, the Lord has chosen a man after his own heart, and it's one of your sons. And so Jesse, the father, brought all these sons in. No, not any of those. And then Samuel said, ain't you got no more boys? And Jesse said, well, yeah, that's that kid out there with the sheep, which of course was the one God had chosen. And so Samuel anointed David. Now it was 13 years after David was anointed before he took the throne. It's a long time to wait. But once again, God does things in his time and in his way. So David became king, great military leader. And even at the time that he died, the Lord said he had done things good in the Lord's sight, except in the matter of Uriah's wife, when David slept with Bathsheba and then had her husband killed. Terrible story. But in the end, David was a man chosen by God. Now, David's son, Solomon, he started off great, but he ended up being very distasteful to God also. And so we show him with half a heart. Now, these 3 kings reigned over all of Israel and Judah, the whole crowd. But when Solomon's son came to the throne, he was young, inexperienced, and he took the wrong advice. And so the kingdom was divided. And the Lord gave 10 tribes to Jeroboam, and actually it was 1 tribe, but there was another tribe inside of it. Judah had another tribe inside of it. So we have Israel and Judah. This is a time when, just before this, while the kingdom's divided and before they go into captivity, this is a time when the Lord began to send the writing prophets. So we have the prophets who preach to the people, and then we have this is Jeremiah. Jeremiah is one of the writing prophets who wept over the situation that he saw the people of God were in. So after a while, after these 2 kingdoms being divided, finally the sin of the kingdom of Israel got so great that God sent them over to Assyria into captivity. Now, Assyria had a policy of, when they would take a captive people, they would take the people and they would move them to another place, and then they would bring in people from another place and populate that area. So when Assyria took Israel into captivity, they brought in people, the Bible says people who did not know the Lord, and so they had a corrupted form of worship. During this time is when the Samaritan religion that Jesus talked to the Samaritan woman, you remember in John chapter 4, that he talked to her about the fact that the religion for Samaria had been corrupted. And so they're over there in Assyria. And we will get to what happened to Judah next time.